videos that got my attention, and we'll see what we think about them. And also in the background, to take away from some of the grimness of the topics and to create soothing and relaxing sounds so that maybe you could fall asleep, I will be coloring. If this combination of sounds and visuals help you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Leave a little or long comment, and also like the video before you fall asleep. I also wanted to thank my lovely patrons on Whittler ASMR on Patreon. You guys make these videos possible since my channel is or cannot be monetized at the time. Thank you very much. And if you want to do that as well, I will link it in the description and put it somewhere on the screen. There I upload more videos, and some are different from these ones. They are more chill and relax and daily, ordinary, personal stuff. Alright, now lay back, relax, and just listen. The first article that I want to read with you guys is from website called nbcmiami.com. nbcmiami.com, and it is titled Yali teen charged in mom's murder wanted to be Jason from Friday the 13th. What? It's pronounced Hialeah. It happened in Dade County, Miami. Dade. It was published on November 12, 2025. It says the teenager accused of brutally stabbing his mother to death in 2023 was possibly driven by a fascination with violence. The horror movie The Friday the 13th and disturbing online videos depicting real-life gore. Derek Rosa, Derek Rosa, who was only 13 at the time of the killing, was indicted for first-degree murder after allegedly stabbing his mother, Irina Garcia, 46 times while she slept in her bedroom on the night of October 12, 2023, just an hour before the start of a Friday the 13th. How terrifying. In the new court filing, prosecutors are asking a Miami-Dade judge to allow several pieces of evidence to be introduced at the Rosa's upcoming trial, which could begin in early 2026. Why is it taking so long? Prosecutors said the materials reveal Derek Rosa's mindset and possible motive in the hours and days leading up to the murder. According to the filing, Rosa photographed his mother's body, took a selfie with his blood-covered hand, and he sent these images to a friend, and allegedly admitting to the killing. Moments later, he called 911 and confessed again, describing in detail how he stabbed his mother in the neck and chest. The new court filing states Derek Rosa was allegedly asking his friends for scary Halloween costume ideas. Rosa allegedly stated, "I'm doing Jason from the horror movie Friday the 13th, which features Jason Voorhees, a fictional character who typically uses a machete to kill his victims." 13 years old, I just can't wrap my hair around that. How could so much real violence be inside in such a small mind? All the horror and gore that he must have been, seen up to 13. He must have watched these movies and things when he started reading. So he probably had unlimited access to internet, watching everything and anything, and by 13 he is completely desensitized to the point of thinking life as a movie, and he's the first character, and he goes ahead and stabs his poor mother in her sleep 46 times. The article continues. Google searches. This section is about his Google searches. Prosecutors also hope to introduce evidence from Derek's cell phone, where he allegedly searched on Google the following terms: hours leading up to the homicide, and these are the searches. Wow. Then, before I read the questions that he asked, the fact that he didn't even try to get away with it, he immediately confessed, like they found it. That was the pleasure, to shock people. So he didn't even care to not get caught. So what is wrong with these children? How horrible. The things that he Googled are: where is the best place to Is a small knife good for killing? And last, can a knife cut through bone? And don't these questions sound like they're coming from a child? Because he is. It's just bone chilling. Like, where's the best place to stab someone? He googled that an hour before, just like a child. But he went through with it with no shame or self-preservation thoughts. How eerie. The next section of the article is named Fascinated with Gore. The filing further alleges Derek Rosa shared a graphic suicide video multiple times, showing the death of a U.S. Army reservist named Ronnie McNutt, with friends and his girlfriend, both before on the day of the murder. Shared with both his girlfriend and friends before the day of the murder. Witnesses said Rosa laughed at the footage and described it as funny. Oh dear Lord, what goes on through? What is wrong with humanity? It continues. Prosecutors claim this pattern shows Drake's morbid fascination with blood, death, and gore, and that he took pleasure in shocking others with violent imagery. And I'm adding that he did that. That was one last shock, to shock people that he could do that with no remorse. And how much pleasure he took watching people go crazy over the fact that this child did that to his mother. I have some tea here that I'm going to sip on. Very hot. Alright. The article has a photograph. Doorbell camera shows Derek Rosa and Irina Garcia in their highly. If anyone's from this area, Miami, let me know how to pronounce this city, I think. Apartment the night police say he stabbed her to death. Oh, so are you telling me this picture? So she is stabbed in this video. She was sleeping, sitting on a sofa, or did he move her? And look at his face, he doesn't. This is just awful. The next part of the article is titled Rosa's Defense. This is funny. After confessing Defense attorneys have suggested that Rosa's stepfather, Frank Ramos, could be an alternative suspect, though prosecutors say that there is ample evidence showing Ramos was in Georgia at the time of the killing, and he took pictures of the bloody hand and his poor mother and sent it around and confessed. These attorneys, I swear, they will do that with any and every case, just to follow the, bureaucracy of it all. Article ends by saying, Assistant State Attorney Jonathan D. Borst told the court that the evidence connects a possible motive for the killing itself, but a hearing is on the pending motions. A hearing on the pending motions is scheduled for later this month. It's unbelievable to me how much time it takes for a case to be prosecuted when you have this much evidence and confession. And he's 13. So I wonder how they're gonna prosecute him. They think they're doing it as an adult, right? I don't know. We will see. It's already taken 2 years to get to this part. Let me check to see where he's being held. Derek, what was his last name? Derek Rosa. Where is Derek Rosa, who killed his mother, is being held? Alright, let's see if no Google AI did not help me. Let's search that in ChatGPT. Copy and paste here, and it is answering. It says Derek, and it has websites sourced, so I can trust this answer from ChatGPT. Derek Rosa is being held at the Metro West Detention Center, which is an adult jail in Miami-Dade County. A judge denied his request and his defense's request to transfer him to a juvenile facility. That is very interesting. I think that he should be prosecuted as an adult. And also looking at his image, does this look like a 15-year-old to you? He must be 15 now. Is this picture recent? I think so. And even the picture from when it happened, it does not look 13. He looks at least 20, which again, that is what happens, I think, to children that are exposed to gruesomeness from the time that they can speak. And that's just horrible. Horrible life that this little human made for himself and people around him. How horrible. But that is it for that case right now. New York Post, and it is titled Sledgehammer-Wielding Maniac Allegedly Bludgeoned Female Co-Worker 20 to Death Inside Minnesota Factory. Published on November 13, 2025. It says, a deranged Minnesota man allegedly bludgeoned his female co-worker to death with a sledgehammer and told police he had been plotting the ruthless attack for some time. But thank you for the admission to a long time of premeditation. David Bruce DeLong, D-E-L-O-N-G, 40, was arrested and charged with second-degree intentional murder after repeatedly clubbing 20-year-old Amber Check C-Z-E-C-H with the mallet at Advanced Process Technologies in Cokato, C-O-K-A-T-O. So that's the company, Advanced Process Technologies. Around 6 a.m. Monday. Oh my god, what a Monday morning. This man is such a monstrous act. It's like the advanced level of hating Monday mornings. And he had this machete, or was it a sledgehammer? He had this sledgehammer with him. Oh yeah, and he said he's been plotting it for a while, so he must have really hated this poor Amber, who had no idea that this man was looking at her every day, plotting this twisted, disgusting crime. The article continues. Police said the alleged unhinged attacker was captured on surveillance footage, leaving his workstation inside the food and dairy machinery plant. So what was it called? Advanced Process Technologies. So they work in food and dairy machinery plant. Interesting. The footage of him leaving and approaching Amber Jack before grabbing her sledgehammer and bashing her in the head. Oh my god, and they have the footage of it. Again, this man had no problem of getting caught. These people just wanna be evil for the sake of being evil. Literally no other reason. These people have done nothing to them. Not that anything would give you permission to commit anything even close. But we are talking nothing. We are talking that these people have done nothing bad against you. And you so remorsefully go ahead and end their life in some gruesome manners. We will never understand, but it is good to know so that you can stay aware of your surroundings at all times. Because you never know. One of these crazies could be around you. And if you realize it, you trust your judgment fast as you can. But this poor unsuspecting what did I say? This poor unsuspecting I think I'm having a seizure. Let me drink something. The article continues. The unsuspecting victim, reportedly a welder, fell to the cement floor as this man, David DeLong, forcefully struck her 4 more times. The accused killer coldly told another employee, quote, "I hit her with your hammer. She's by your toolbox. She's gone." Oh my god, imagine being that other third person hearing that. This is just horrifying. I mean, I don't know, was she bullying him? I'm just, just saying things. But I don't think so. There's nothing about that being said. It seems that he just hated her for some reason. I mean, maybe he approached her and was pushed away. I don't know, I'm just trying to rationalize it, which is not working because these people have no rationale. Otherwise they wouldn't have done it, right? Article continues. Authorities found the bloody weapon next to Amber Jack, who died at the scene from blunt force trauma and blood loss. What a horrific scene. Authorities said the defendant admitted not liking the victim. The defendant said he has been planning to kill the victim for some time. What? Amber from Hutchinson was remembered by her grieving father as an outgoing and hard-working young woman. Yeah, definitely she was a welder. That sounds like a hard-working person, especially a woman, who always helped others and took pride in her work as a welder. I bet she was a great welder, and even that infuriated this soulless David guy. She developed a passion for welding in high school and went on to attend Alexandria Technical and Community College, graduating in 2024 after completing a 10-month welding technology program. Advanced Process Technologies, which was where they were working at, and the crime scene, told the outlet that production will remain paused for the remainder of the week, with administrative staff working remotely while police continue their investigation. The manufacturer said in a statement, quote, as some in our community know, one of our faculties, one of our facilities, yes, sorry, one of our facilities was the site of a tragic event that resulted in the death of one of our co-workers. Our hearts are with the family, friends, and all who are grieving this loss. We are working closely with law enforcement as they investigate. Yep. Goes on to say the exact same words that all the, companies say when these crimes happen. The article ends by saying that the attorney for the prosecutors are planning to present an upgraded first-degree premeditated murder charge to the grand jury, and they also say David DeLong is currently in custody and reportedly due back in court on November 24th. And that is the end of that article and all that we know so far. We will keep you updated whenever some updates are out on any of these cases. How disturbing were the cases of tonight, both very brutal and hands-on. One 13-year-old stabbed his mother to death 40-something times. The other, a 40-year-old, crazy-looking fat guy, bludgeoned a lovely woman on a Monday morning at work. How nuts was that? Oof. Let me take a sip of my tea before saying my goodbyes. I hope this far into the video you have already fallen asleep, if that's what you were looking for, and if not, that you're supremely relaxed, even though the topics are crazy. But it is just news, and it is to have that awareness on the back of your mind for when it comes in hand. I hope that if you're asleep, you're very lucid and in charge of your dreams, and that whatever you choose and see are of restfulness, happiness, and peace, and nothing of all this darkness that exists in the world. If you're still awake, I would greatly appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. I have different tiers there, and in one I offer lucid dreaming meditation. I've started it only recently. I have a few videos there, maybe 3. It is very relaxing for me. It has been very useful for me to listen to them from other channels like Lucid Power Mind. It's really good for me. So I decided to make videos like that, and I really enjoy it. And you should check it out if you find it useful as well. There is another tier that I offer extra videos like the ones here. True crime, that's all I did today. So I decided to record some of it for you. I winterized my closet. Anyway, so check all those out if you want to. And if not, you can check out my playlist that I have on this channel. And check out my free content. Anything that you do helps me a lot, and I'm super grateful to have you listen here with me. And I will see